again, my name is Ailes. We're playing Professor Layton. We do this every Sunday. Up there is a picture that was drawn of me today as me as Professor Layton. We do this every Sunday. It is my usual thing. Here we go.
Sorry to disappoint, but he's not the culprit.
Score. What? Stop talking in circles and get to the point, Layton. Who should be wearing the handcuffs?
Isn't it obvious?
Isn't it obvious?
If the criminal does indeed reside in our midst, he or she would be the only one of us to see the Elysian Box in person, which means the culprit. Must be you there.
What? Flora!
What?
Inspector, look.
Oh my god! Le gasp!
Oh.
Jesus, look at the bags! How did the bags automatically appear under her eyes?
You?
She's getting fierce thick, like. Like, I'd be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. It totally wasn't me. I had nothing to do with this. This wasn't me. I need a lawyer. Hearsay. Why you?
Who are you really?
Well played, Layton. I'm sure you're very proud of yourself for seeing through my disguise again.
What, Oh! It's John Paolo! Curse you, Layton! Curse you and that rubbish hat of yours! I beat you to the box, and given a little more time, I would have beaten you to cracking its secret. And of course, the Hertz and Fortune would have been mine. Scooby-Doo moment, right?
Would have been mine if it hadn't been for those meddling kids.
Hey, wait a second, if you've been posing as Flora, then where's the real Flora? See, lads, this is what I mean about we solve puzzles, not murders. They were more focused on figuring out what he was doing, rather than actually figuring out where the feck Flora was, the real Flora was. But no, puzzles. Oh, she's probably making hay angels with the cows in that other dropstone barn I left her in. Or maybe she's just sitting there fuming because your bubblers didn't even notice we switched places. But I must thank you two dolts for your help. You've given me more than enough information. The jig may be up, but the dance is far from over. I love that phrase. The jig may be up, but the dance is far from over. I love that. I've never heard that phrase before. So close to unlocking the secret of the Elysian Box. Now I need merely to take this box to the— Hold it right there, you scoundrel! Gah! Got you, you slippery devil. I really think a soft-bodied flatfoot like yourself could catch me? A soft-bodied flatfoot? Jesus, he's getting quite personal there, isn't he? I must say, I never once suspected Don Paolo had been posing as Flora, and for so long. I sure hope the real Flora is okay. We absolutely can't forget to pick her up on the way back to London. We absolutely can't forget. Sorry, the frustration taking my glasses off. We absolutely can't forget to pick her up on the way back to London. Oh, why would they forget? Why would they forget her? Why would they forget her? I don't get. We can't. Just make sure not to forget her. What? Lads. Of course we won't. But I'm sure Flora's having a grand old time playing with the. Are you fucking serious? She's probably crying, tied up, probably hungry, tied up in a fucking shed of cows. The cows probably ate her. It sounded like he killed Dr. Schrader, but if he didn't, who did? Something else is responsible for the doctor's death. Right now, I'd say the Elysian Box is the key to learning what that something was. Then I guess you've reached a dead end. Villain who has made off the Elysian Box is none other than Don Paolo, brilliant scientist and self-proclaimed nemesis to Professor Layton. To find riches associated with the antique, he disguised himself as Flora and trailed Luke and Layton. Surely you don't mean... I do, Luke. We must open that box ourselves. It's the only way.
I can't look. No.
Huh?
Huh? The box is empty, and we're still alive.
And it would seem my theory was correct.
What do you mean, Professor?
We must head back to the town and do a bit more asking around. I need to confirm my suspicions. Professor Link decided to look around phone stands for more information. How do we feel after that, guys? I think that was fairly intense. Not gonna lie. I feel like that was quite intense. The advice, we'll have to look for ourselves. Come, Luke, let's head to the mine. Let's not focus on our child that we adopted from a town in the last game that is kidnapped and hidden in a barn in a different town. Let's not focus on that. Let's find a feckin' journal in a mine somewhere. Professor Layton logic. Professor and Luke decide to set out in the mine at the edge of town. This is Elysian official RT News. Sadly, it seems the ingredients for this wondrous tea have lost the sands of time. Oh, what I would give for a chance to savour this historical blend. Sigh, I suppose that's an impossibility now. Not necessarily, my good man. Perhaps we can use modern ingredients to recreate this legendary tea. Your knowledge of tea is clearly expansive, Mr. Layton. But could it really be possible? I can't guarantee it'll get it right, but I'll see what I can come up with. Oh, lads, let's get some tea! Let's make some tea. For this tea, you'll need something that symbolises the fire and an ingredient that brings happiness. I don't know what to give this dude. Unfortunately, the tea you brewed for Gringo did not do the trick. Alas, I suppose it's really impossible to create this tea without the ancient ingredients. I'm sorry to say, but there is nothing miraculous about the average cup of tea I just had. Oh, what an arsehole. Well, do you know what? Man, I went to the bother of making you a cup of tea, and this is what you do to me? There's an old man here with a puzzle! Lads! There's a puzzle! My circle drawing skills are very bad, guys. Ah! Go on, Nancy Drew! Go on, Jono! Himself is long gone. His castle may yet contain the answers to all the questions. So, does that mean we have to go visit the spooky castle for ourselves and break in and trespass for no reason other than solving a puzzle and not going back and looking after Flora, who's locked in a barn with a bunch of cows? Ha ha ha! Do you mean to tell me you're scared of the place? That's the only that's the only thing he's taken from that whole sentence. Of course not! A million vampires wouldn't scare me! The Professor and Luke decide to venture out to Hudson Castle. The two boys here going like nuts ice skating across the place to a castle to find out if a vampire is real when their daughter is locked in a feckin' barn in a different town because she was kidnapped, and they haven't even mentioned it. And here we feckin' go, another one. And here we are facing another frozen lake. It appears to be the only way across, so here we go. Feckers. Excellent, be glad the Professor isn't a champion ice skater. Well, he shouldn't be ice skating in the first place because Flora is locked up in a barn with a bunch of cows. Sure, we'd have an easier time moving around on the ice, but then you'd be out of a puzzle because of it. We don't need to be solving puzzles. We need to be solving the murder, and we need to be solving where Flora is. Oh, Professor, are you sure that it's safe to cross this thing? It looks a bit rickety. Safe enough, I believe. Are you frightened, Luke? A little... Yes, I mean... Just look! If I fell, that'd be the end of me, for sure! Now, Luke, it may seem scary, but if you stay calm and keep moving forward, you'll be fine. Here, try this puzzle. It will help take your mind off a little trip across the chasm. Luke's legs have become stiff with fear, and he can only walk across the bridge in increments of 1 or 3 planks at a time. Bro, do you remember the puzzle in Curious Village where the mouse was trying to eat the cats and Layton thought of a puzzle instead of helping? Yeah, he does prioritise a good puzzle. I'm telling you, the man is cracked. He's feckin' nuts. And now to test my theory. I thought this puzzle was for Luke. Why did you solve it? Well, I suppose I feel a little better, but this bridge still makes me nervous. I do apologise for the nasty accents. I'm getting better at them. Tell myself, that's what keeps me... Wow, this place is even creepier looking close up. Feeling nervous again, are you? Not in the slightest. Let's go, Professor. Guys, look at that. Did you see what that is? That is a sword fight, guys. A feckin' sword fight. So, do you know what that means? You cannot, under any circumstances, miss next Sunday. Okay? I wonder what kind of puzzle they'll do for the sword fight. It just makes me laugh because it's true.